sec. Practice muted. Okay. Machine Learning by Lasya Buna and Gagan Buna. So what is AI? It's for artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is basically a robot or a program that can think or make decisions on its own. So this AI is Terminator, and this is an Android. So this is essentially kind of a good AI, and this is a bad AI.
Gagan,
So what
are you sharing your screen?
Yeah.
Are you guys able to see the screen? Gagan sharing?
I can't see Gagan's screen.
No.
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 I saw it, but just yeah, I can see it now.
Just really glitchy, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. How about now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Gagan. Can you restart again?
So what is AI? AI stands for artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is basically a robot or program that can think or make decisions on its own. This is an AI. It's called Terminator, and this is an AI. This is an AI. It's an Android. Okay, I'm gonna move on. So what is machine learning? Machine learning is the application of artificial intelligence to make robots or machines be able to learn and improve their work. So machine learning can be applied in many industries, such as probability, statistics, artificial intelligence, computational intelligence, data mining, and data science. So this is a quick diagram of how different types of beings learn. So this is a human right here. The human learns from experience and doing something wrong and making mistakes. And this robot over here follows instructions. But the AI in the middle doesn't learn from experience. It learns from data. So the more information it has, the better it can learn. So these are some current applications of machine learning and AI. So Alexa, Siri, and Google, I'm sure you guys already know these AI assistants. So these AI assistants help you perform tasks and give you helpful advice. And Google Translate, you might have used this before. It translates words in different languages around the world. And Google Translate is an AI because it's trained so it can adapt to different situations using machine learning. And Spell Check fixes your grammar and spelling mistakes. It's AI because it makes decisions on how to fix your spelling and grammar with lots of data and examples with machine learning. And the Google browser gives you results based on what you search and keeps inventory of this data to give you recommendations. These are only some, but there's many, many more. So these are the 7 steps of machine learning. So the first step is data collection. Data collection, it's in the name, you're just collecting data for your machine learning model so that it can have a learning capacity and be able to learn. And the more data you have, the more accurate and precise your machine learning model will be. So now it's your data preparation. You're just going to organize your data into different buckets to prepare for training. And then you're going to design your model, which is basically, if you're going to do, we're going to do like Scratch today and Python. So you're basically just making the code to make use of your data. And then you're training your model, which means you're sending it to IBM Watson to give it a bigger data set so that it gets a higher accuracy rate. Test your model, you can just ask your friends or family to test your model for works. And then parameter tuning, fixing your model of problems, make predictions, predict what problems you will encounter the next time you test. So this is the IBM Watson computer right here. It's really big. And this is a question answering computer that is capable of answering questions in natural language. So when training our machines today, we will use IBM Watson to train it. So the way IBM Watson trains their machine learning models, it uses this immense amount of data and uses this data to increase the data set more than we would have. So IBM Watson has like a lot of information and access to the internet. So using this, it can help us create a bigger data set. So when coding in Scratch, IBM Watson is connected using a block called Recognize Text Label, and Lassia will get more into that. So, and these are some tools that you can use at home. I'm sure you guys already know some of these. Scratch, Python, App Inventor, Teachable Machine, Quick Draw, and Machine Learning for Kids is what we're going to use today. So if you guys want to follow along right now, you can go to this link. And if for instructions, you can go to this link. Okay, and lastly, if you want to do it on Python and you know how to code Python, go to this website right here. And whichever platform you're using, Windows, you can use these. Mac, you can use this. And if you're on Linux, you can use these. I'm sure most of you guys are on Windows. And you cannot download it on Chromebooks, by the way. It's not capable of running on Chromebooks. So I'm just going to go to the last slide quickly. So this is bias. When doing machine learning, it's one of the problems that you can encounter. And bias is what makes your AI more like you than anyone else. And these are a few exercises that can show what you're biased against. So in the chat, you can write it. So this is a self-driving car. It's about to crash. You can choose to save this person by crashing into this barrier right here and choosing this path. Or you could save the driver by crashing into this person. So it's a tough decision, but you have to choose one. And that can pretty much show what you're biased against. So you can answer this in your mind or in the chat. And the next problem is you can either save this group of people, normal people, and you could kill some 3 robbers and 2 babies. Which ones would you choose? To save these people, kill these people. It's a tough decision, but you have to make it. And if you're gonna train a self-driving car, your self-driving car is gonna have to make a decision. So now Lassia is gonna move on to the Make Me Smile project. And I'm going to stop screen sharing now. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a project called Make Me. No one can see your screen.
Can't see a screen.
Yeah, share your screen. Desktop. Can everyone see my screen?
It says, yeah.
Let me see it. Can everyone hear me?
A bit glitchy.
Huh? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So last time we did a project called Make Me Smile. So I'm just going to skim through it because that's what we did last time. So there's 3 steps: train, learn and test, and make. So in train, you train the computer to recognize kind things or mean things that you tell it. And in learn and test, you teach the you're gonna use IBM Watson and test. You're going to make the IBM Watson computer learn everything you trained it, and you're going to test if it works or not. And then in make, you're going to make the sprites and the code. So in train, there's a list of kind things and mean things, but we're going to do more. So what else can you say to kind to someone? Like, you're great, you're amazing. What else is there? You can unmute.
You're happy.
Okay. And I'll take one more.
You're fantastic.
You're not fantastic.
Okay, now what are some mean things you could say to someone?
You're awesome.
Mean things? Anyone?
I don't like you.
Okay. I'll take one more.
You don't have friends.
Okay.
Lonely?
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
I don't have friends to be sad.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. Okay, now we're going to go to learn and test, and when you're in learn and test, you're going to click train new machine model. So while it's training, there's a few questions here. I'm going to read the question and the answers, and you guys can unmute to tell the answer that you guys want. Which of these following is not a good use of machine learning? Sentiment analysis, recognizing the mood, tone, or emotion in the text. Translating text from one language to another. Face recognition, recognizing a face.
Where are you?
Okay. Since it's done training, no one can answer the question.
Very, very banana pants on the
Kind
leaf.
word to say to someone.
Good morning. Our Titi. I love you.
Okay. That's a kind thing. What else is there? Kind or mean?
You are so rude. Yeah.
Say again.
You are so rude.
Okay.
Good.
So now that it recognized kind things or mean things,
You're
we're
not.
going to go on to the make.
Hey, Lasya,
Yeah?
can you touch upon the confidence percentage that it showed right when it responded, right? The machine learning model, how confident is it?
Okay. Can someone say a comment again?
It's a mean thing or a good thing to say to someone. Can
I am not
You're
sad.
what? I'm not what?
I am
Sad.
not. I am not sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sad. It's a mean thing.
Yeah, that's we're gonna get to that later.
And look at the confidence, right? So it is a 14% confidence. Anything which is below 20%, which means that system is not so confident in what it says, right? So for that, what you have to do is train the model. Right, Lasya?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to that later. So we know how, so if it's very less confident, as my dad said, that means we didn't train it that well in that comment. And if it was a high percentage, we trained it well. So here we have the code that we did, and we also made sprites. Okay. So this is the not sure emoji. We made a not sure emoji because it's going to be the default emoji that is there at the first, like when we start the code. And then by the comment we say it's either happy or sad. Okay, now I'm going to explain the code. So when we click the flag,
But I did a big one.
huh?
But
Okay. So when the flag is clicked, that's when the code starts, and then it switches the costume to not sure because that's the emoji that it starts with, or the default emoji. And then the computer asks us to type a message, and then we type a message, and then the answer, this is the answer variable, and it goes into the IBM Watson computer, which is the recognized text label block, and then it makes it equal to the information we trained it with. And then it decides to be either happy or sad. I'm going to click the flag, and you guys could tell me a comment that you want to say, happy or sad.
You are mean.
Okay.
Ritvik says you are nice.
Oh, you are nice? I heard you are mean.
Okay, there is mean too. So
Oh, okay. And then when we typed you are nice, it was happy, and when we typed you are mean, sad. Okay. So this is something weird. When you type you are not sad,
I am not
it
sad.
reacts
Yeah.
the opposite of you want it. It reacts the opposite of what
Jax, I kept. You are sweet.
You're sweet.
you are sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's happy. So when you type in you are not sweet, it reacts the opposite of what you want it to be. So that's because the computer is not trained to the word not. So we're going to be doing that right now. Okay, you are not sweet. Can anyone else tell me something that is with not? And
You are sweet. You are sweet.
No. You have to tell with not.
You're not nice.
You are
Kanan
not.
says you're not nice.
You are not nice.
Mm-hmm.
okay, anything with kind things that comes with not? Like you are not mean.
You are not bad.
You are
Oh,
not
that's good. You're not bad.
Okay, now let's see if it recognizes not when we do it. Okay, now we have another question. A machine learning system trained to recognize pictures with a tree and it should be good at which following tasks? Identifying pictures of fruit, recognizing the motion in a piece of drawing, or recognizing pictures of trees. This one is pretty easy. You could put in the chat or you could unmute yourself.
Ritvik says C. Yeah, Ritvik says C.
Okay, that was the right answer. Anyways, I couldn't click it because it trained already. So now let me put something you are not sweet. And now it recognizes that as mean. So now let's go into this. And I'm going to type in something. Oh wait, you are not mean. Okay, now it works. Now the computer recognizes stuff with the comments with the word mean. And now since we're done with this project, Gagan's going to do a different project called Panda, Shy Panda.
So were there any questions on the previous project?
No.
Good. I think there were comments. Okay. Good. Let's go on, Gagan.
Gagan, you're not sharing your screen.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything. Didn't show anything.
Gagan, you're on mute.
I don't see anything.
Gagan, you're on mute. Gagan. Glitching? Lasya, can you talk?
Okay, I'm going to do it on Lasya's computer because my computer is glitching.
Guys, in about 10 minutes, the meeting is going to end automatically. If it ends, right, please rejoin, right? So if you are not done, please rejoin the meeting, right? The same meeting, please rejoin.
Okay, so can everybody see my screen and hear me?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be creating a project called Shy Panda, and it is going to recognize images. So I'm going to create it now. Okay, so now we're going to train Shy Panda. So the objective of Shy Panda is basically you want to when you're looking at it, when you're not looking at it, the panda will start dancing, and when you're looking at it, it'll look shy. So now I'm just gonna take pictures of myself using the webcam of looking and not looking. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a picture of me looking, and I'm gonna do this like 6 times.
So, I mean, this model is primarily using the image recognition, right? The facial recognition.
So now I'm gonna do some pictures of me not looking. So I was looking. So now I have enough pictures of me looking and not looking. So now I can move on to the next step of the project. We're just gonna use IBM Watson to train. Wait. We need a few more images actually. We need 10 images. It's gonna take a while. Okay, now that we have 10 images, we can move on to the next step. So now I'm just gonna train my machine learning model. And we had to wait at least 5 minutes, a few minutes, seconds for it to change. And
You can go back and add the visuals, right? In the meantime.
and now it's done. So we're gonna go to make. Okay, so now I'm just going to open up Scratch. We have, these are the blocks. Wait a sec. So these are some blocks that we used before. This is what connects IBM Watson to our code. And this is just the confidence of which it recognizes the image. And this is just for stands for buckets. So I'm gonna open up a project on Scratch now. So since we want this to be a little quick, I'm just gonna insert the project templates, which if you go on the website, it automatically gives you it. So right here, it's Shy Panda. Okay, so now we have all of this, but there's still some more code to add. So I'm gonna go to My Blocks and add the define block. Wait, no, it's already here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this define window thing, and I'm going to add an if else loop. Now in this if else loop, I'm gonna add, is someone looking no in the else section, and is someone looking yes in the yes set in the if section. So I just have to remove that no thing and go to my variables, and there should be a yes right there. And now I'm gonna go to my operators and add the equals operator. So right there, and then it should go to the Shy Panda blocks, and then go to recognize image label and just put it in there quickly, and take this looking block and put it there. And then you have to just go to images and take costume image in there. So basically we're done now, and we can test it. So you should press the flag to run. And when I press the letter P, it should start taking my webcam. One sec. It didn't work that time, so let me restart.
Yeah.
So when I close my eyes and run it, it should start dancing.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can
so you
hear it.
keep on dancing.
And then open it.
Yeah, I can hear.
Here or see?
I can see, but I can hear also.
You can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear. I can
I
hear.
think I know what's wrong.
Like caught. Look to rewriting to my dad's computer.
Yeah, so that's basically what it does.
So this is.
And so now I'm going to explain the code behind this project. So basically, when you click the flag, the video, it turns the video off. So then it's just in like a pleasant mood. But then when you press the letter P, it automatically turns on the webcam over here, right here. So when you press P, the video turns on, and then it'll just start taking a picture. So then it goes to this one, see, countdown, then hide. Then it goes directly there. And then it makes a countdown. So when it receives the taking the picture thing, it takes a screenshot, and then it sees if it recognizes it. So now we have to go to this menu. And when receiving taking a picture, it hides. But when the picture is finished, it starts showing again. So
Gagan, you should talk neatly.
what?
No, you continue, Gagan. Sorry.
Okay, so if someone's looking, then it'll stop dancing and look shy. If else, it'll start dancing. So if it activates this function, then it automatically goes here, and then switches the costume. But if it's dancing, So I think everybody's here now.
Yep. I think we can get started.
So this Shy Panda thing is I'm done going over the Shy Panda thing. So we're gonna go over to the.
Gagan, can you ask the questions?
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions on Shy Panda?
What do you guys think about the example? What do you guys think? Anything that occurs to you? What you can do with the machine learning and image recognition? What kind of examples can you think of, like when looking at the image recognition capability?
It's basically based on AI.
Yeah. So, any other examples that you can think of with image recognition? What you can do? What you can do?
Wait, are you saying facially or in general machine learning?
No, image recognition specifically, right? Specifically looking at the example, right? What do you guys think?
Faces.
Identify faces, right?
Yeah, image recognition is harder than most things because, like, if you're in a different angle or something, the computer cannot recognize you. So that's why the more data set you have, the better it is. So that's why when you're like getting a thumbprint or you're putting your Face ID on your phone, it requires you to take so many different angles and do it several times until it gets it right.
So if you guys noticed Google Photos, right? Google Photos recognizes your faces and organizes all your photos into buckets of your faces, right? Like, let's say if you are a family of 4 or 3, right? It recognizes, okay, there are 4 people in this family. I can recognize all 4 by their faces, which are different angles. Somebody wearing a like glasses versus cap versus like with hair, without hair, things like that, right? All these variations it recognizes and it stores it, right? It is constantly training the Google Photos database, right? That way it is gaining the knowledge and it basically continues to learn.
Okay, so now Lasia is going to do the last Scratch project. She's going to do Smart Classroom.
And
So
then
go ahead.
Gagan will jump into the Python, okay?
Wait a second. I don't think Sherry's in the thing. I don't see his.
Okay, now we're going to do a project called Smart Classroom. So this project is going to recognize text, and it's going to detect if you want the lamp to be on, the lamp to be off, the fan to be on, or the fan to be off. So we're going to program it with different ways of turning the lamp on, the lamp off, the fan on, the fan off. Okay, so if you were telling someone to on the lamp, how would you tell someone? You can unmute or you could put it on the chat.
Just tell them.
Huh? Like, can you on the lamp? Or lamp on? It's dark in here. And is there anything else that you could tell? So if you have Alexa or Siri or Google at your house, what would you tell them to on the lamp?
So
Anyone?
I'm gonna chat on it.
Huh? On the lamp?
Hey, Alexa, on the lamp.
Seriously?
Lasha, you're not sharing.
Yeah, you're not sharing.
Yeah, you're not sharing.
Sorry.
It just shows you. Still does.
Okay, so this is what I did so
Yeah.
far. Can you on the lamp on? It's dark in here. It's dark on the lamp. It's morning.
Hold on, Lasha. Can you reiterate, because a lot of people don't have the visual of what you're doing.
Am I sharing my screen right now?
Yes, you are sharing.
Yeah.
Can you reiterate on what you just covered one more time? What this exercise is about?
So this exercise is going to make the computer. So it's going to make the computer. So we're going to type a message, and it's going to be either to on the lamp, off the lamp, on the fan, or off the fan. So you might have like AI devices at your home, and you might tell them to be doing these too. So, and I did this so far in the lamp on. How do you off? So if you would tell the AI device to off the lamp, how would you tell it to?
Turn off the lamp.
Okay.
Make it darker.
Okay. Anyone else?
Please switch off the lamp.
Huh?
Please switch off the lamp.
Switch.
Anything else?
Switch off lamp.
I have that. Okay, there's one more. Who wants to do it? Okay, then I'll do it. Okay. So if you want the fan to be on, how would you tell it to be off? On.
On the fan.
Huh? On the fan?
Turn the fan on.
Okay.
Turn on the fan.
Turn on the fan. Sorry. Turn on the fan. No. Turn on the fan and
Turn on the fan. So how would you tell the AI device to off the fan?
It's too breezy in here.
Okay.
Turn off the fan. Anything else?
Stop the fan.
Stop. Oops. Stop the fan.
switch off the fan, Lasha. Switch
Which
off
one?
the fan. Switch off the fan.
Switch.
It's cold in here.
It's cold in here. It's way too cold in here. Okay. It's cold in here is good.
Okay, that's enough. We have 6 in each of these. So now I'm going to go to learn and test to train the computer. And now we have more questions. How can you make sure your collection of animal pictures is good quality for training? Actually, this is the, no, it's not the one we did last time. It's good quality for training a machine and doesn't contain human mistakes. Hey, say it quickly because the computer trains fast.
You pick for them, Lasha.
Oh, you want me to pick for them? Okay.
It's gone.
Okay. So who wants to tell the AI device to on the lamp, off the
the lamp, on the fan, or off the fan? How are you guys feeling right now? Do you want the lamp to be on in your room? Do you want the lamp to be off in your room? Do you want the fan to be on, or do you want the fan to be off?
Can make it higher.
Do you mean make it hotter?
No, I said make it higher.
What higher?
Like make it
Higher?
just
Fan in high mode, high speed.
Make more light.
Saying make fan in high speed.
Oh, you want
Yeah.
the fan to be in high speed?
Mm.
Make the fan on high speed?
Yep.
highest speed.
That's fan on, okay. And it's 87% of confidence. Anyone else?
It's dark in here.
Okay. Lamp on. So
Perfect.
based on how you guys feel in this room, the room
I
that you
want
guys-
it to be on, and Lasya. I want it to be what on?
I want it to be on.
Yeah, let's see. What would it do? I mean, would it turn on the fan or light?
I want it to,
To
be,
be
on.
on.
Lamp on.
That's perfect. It picked lamp for it.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure
It's
the
bright.
huh? You have one more?
It is bright.
It is
It is
bright. So you're asking it to turn off. Oh, it thinks that it is bright. So
It should be off, right?
it should be
Yeah,
off. Right?
that's, we should train it.
We should train that then, right? That's a good one.
Okay, that's supposed to be lamp off. It is bright. Okay, now it's trained again. That means there's going to be another question. Let's answer quickly now. Which of these is not a good use of machine learning? It's the same question as before.
So let's answer it this time. Then. Calculating the cost of something from different countries. Is that one?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right, let's pick that one.
Next question. I think the computer's still processing.
Okay.
Machine trained to identify pictures of food or not food gives inconsistent results for sandwiches, often putting them in the not food class. Which of the following can explain that? I got the answer for the question. Which one do you guys think? The first one, the second one, or the third one? Unmute yourselves if you want to say. Okay, the question is gone. Okay, now let's put it is bright in here. Let's see. Now it has 100% of confidence and for the lamp to be off. So now that means it's ready. So now let's go to make. And we're going to be doing Scratch 3 again. Open in Scratch 3. To make this a little bit easier, as my brother did, I'm going to go to project templates and get the smart classroom. So if you're doing this at home, do the second one because the first one doesn't work. That's probably why there's two. Okay, so since we're going to change this a little bit because it's not that correct, because we need it to connect to IBM Watson and the information we trained it with. So we're going to put recognize text label in this for it to connect to IBM Watson. And then the answer label, answer variable. And then to connect to the information we trained it with, we're going to put lamp on, lamp off, fan on, and fan off. So now we're done with this, and we're gonna click the fan. And does anyone want to say a message for the fan to be on or the lamp to be on? I can't. The fan and lamp can't be off because it's not possible because they're off
Can you
already.
turn?
Huh?
Can you turn on the fan?
Okay. Can you turn on the fan? Wait, what? Can you turn on the fan? Weird. Okay. Oh, oopsies. Okay. So I did something wrong. So I had to switch. This is the on the fan one. So I switched them. Oopsies. Okay, now let's try. What did you say again?
Turn on the fan, that's what I said.
Turn on the fan. Okay, now it's on. Does anyone want to tell the fan to be off or the lamp to be on?
It's somebody said it's dark in here.
Okay, now we have to tell these two to be off. Okay, we have some in the chat.
Yeah, you switched the.
Switch on the lamp. Oh, wait, can't do that. Switch off the fan. Okay.
Do you guys, anyone played with the Alexa? Yeah, Google Home, right? Can you guys relate to it, right? Basically, how we are training the system to react to it, right? It's good. Anything else, Lasya?
Huh? No. Okay, and I'm just gonna off the lamp. Lamp off. Okay. So now that we're done with this, is that all, or is Gagan gonna do another one?
Any questions?
Any questions?
We have to share.
I'm good. How did you make these blocks, like the black blocks? Oh,
Oh, when you make the when you do this step and do the learn and test, they just pop up in my block.
Yeah.
Cause you put
No. Any other questions?
No.
No.
All right, thank you, Lasya. Gagan is going to share now.
Mhm.
Okay, so can everybody see my screen? No, I can't see you.
no,
It says it's sharing, but it's not sharing it.
no. All it says is
Luna has started screen sharing, but it's not showing anything.
Yeah, same for
This is
me.
just loading.
Yeah.
It works now.
Works?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it shows a
Yeah.
bunch of Python code.
Okay, so can everybody see my screen, the Python?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
now.
so I'm just gonna be going over if you wanna do the Python for machine learning for kids, how to do it. So I'm gonna go to the and machine. It's loading. So while it loads, I'm going to talk about what we're going to be doing. So basically, we're going to I'm going to so together you can use the resources that have for momentum unless you open it. Okay. Yeah. So now so here's the word and okay, do that here and this is the first time so you do this just sit down and what's in there and the process it goes through this also and if it recognizes that it cannot it just says it's not so now here and then based on this it goes into the buckets, checks if it matches over here in the top match, recognize, and then if it's recognized it'll say how much confidence it recognized it with, and then it'll show you if he survived or not. So just
Okay, so there are no questions. Keep going. Keep going. I think it's not losing. Yeah. How? No? Can you test it? Done. Yeah.
So now I'm just going to type in Python here. Take some time.
It's pretty slow.
It's kind of slow right now.
Can you end it? Can you end this and restart? No, not that one. Just this. Just the command window. Yeah, I think it's yeah. Okay. So now can you exit from this?
Okay, so if you guys look all the way on the top right here, can everybody see this white highlight up here?
Oh, I don't see anything.
Logan, you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it doesn't show anything.
Yeah, you're not showing the screen.
So since when this is?
It's just showing a camera. What the X?
Wait, you guys saw the notepad, right, before?
Did you guys see the notepad?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Did you guys see the code?
You guys saw this, right?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, I saw that.
We saw this.
Okay, so you saw the code from there, right? So we're gonna go back here. So you see this guy? So this guy is first class. He's a male. And he has 5 siblings. His age is 10. He has 2 parents and his ticket fee was 9,000. And this is, Cherbourg is where he was docking at. So based on this data, the AI recognized that he's 100% survived. Right here, you see the white highlight? He survived with 100% confidence. Can you guys all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
So that's how the Python works, and that's basically what it does.
So I mean, what does this mean to you guys, right? When you saw this example of Python, are you able to relate to something that is happening in the current events? right? For example, corona, right?
Okay,
Coronavirus.
you can use this type of code to make sure to see if you can survive from coronavirus or not based on the age and deaths and whatever. So we are actually gonna run out. We're running
In
out
about
of
10 minutes,
10
yeah.
minutes, so I think we only have enough time for questions.
So are you guys able to relate to it? If you have a proper data that you captured and train the model, right? You could basically predict. You can predict if a person has a higher chances of survival in this coronavirus, like based on the symptoms, age, right? I mean the conditions, preconditions, and all of that. If you have the data, we can create a model that will tell us like if a person has a higher rate of survival or not.
Yeah,
right?
all of you guys at home, you can do your own projects. Like we're only covering like 4 projects, but there's many more and they're super easy to do. There's step-by-step instructions over there, or you can just copy in the templates and use it for like just learning.